Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell slammed Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi for floating the idea of invoking the 25th Amendment, which is a constitutional measure to remove the sitting president from office. Pelosi and Democratic Maryland Representative Jamie Raskin held a press conference Friday about the 25th Amendment, citing concerns with President Donald Trump's health. As Fox News reported, McConnell said about the press conference, "That's absurd. Absolutely absurd. Again, right here in his last 3 weeks before the election, I think those kinds of wild comments should be largely discounted. The 25th Amendment requires a declaration saying why the president is unable to serve. The declaration has to come from the vice president and a majority of the leaders of executive branch departments or by Congress. Pelosi would also need the support of the president pro tempore of the Senate, Republican Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley, if she were to try and push it through Congress. In order to use the 25th Amendment, Pelosi would then need Senate Republicans to jump on board," Fox News reported. Pelosi would also need to get Vice President Mike Pence to agree to it as well. During her weekly press conference Thursday, Pelosi mentioned the 25th Amendment, which allows for the vice president to become acting president if the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Pelosi then announced legislation Friday that would create a commission to allow Congress to remove a president from office using the 25th Amendment. Pelosi said Friday, "This is not about President Trump. He will face the judgment of the voters. But he shows the need for us to create a process for future presidents." Trump responded to Pelosi's comments hours after the press conference, saying in a tweet, "Crazy Nancy is the one who should be under observation. They don't call her crazy for nothing." The president returned back to the White House from Walter Reed Hospital Monday night and has since said he feels good. He has been working from the Oval Office and has limited staff working from there with him. Attorney General Bill Barr's reported announcement to Republicans that there won't be a report from Attorney John Durham's investigation prior to the election is a disgrace, President Donald Trump said on Rush Limbaugh's radio show Friday. Durham is currently investigating the origin of the FBI investigation into the 2016 Trump campaign's now disproven collusion with Russia. Trump says the investigation has already uncovered proof that former President Barack Obama and former Vice President Joe Biden knowingly spied on his campaign. Trump said, adding that he expressed his displeasure with Barr to his face. "See, this is the problem with Republicans, they don't play the hard game." According to Axios, Barr reportedly told top Republicans on Friday that Durham's report will not be released prior to Election Day. He told Limbaugh, "I'll be very disappointed if that Axios story you told me about is true." From Axios, congressional GOP official said, "This is the nightmare scenario. Essentially, the year and a half of arguably the number one issue for the Republican base is virtually meaningless if this doesn't happen before the election." Trump lambasted Barr for not announcing the findings of the investigations Thursday to Maria Bartiromo on Fox Business. The president told Fox Business Maria Bartiromo on Friday, "To be honest, Bill Barr is going to go down as either the greatest attorney general in the history of the country or he's going to go down as, a very sad situation. He's got all the information he needs. They want to get more. They keep getting more. I said, you don't need any more. Unless Bill Barr indicts these people for crimes, the greatest political crime in the history of our country, then we're going to get little satisfaction unless I win, and we'll just have to go, because I won't forget it." President Donald Trump said Iran has been put on notice not to F around with the United States while speaking on the Rush Limbaugh show Friday. President Trump said, "If you F around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before." His comments come a day after his administration announced sweeping sanctions on Iran's financial sector as part of his maximum pressure campaign to encourage Tehran to change its behavior. The Trump administration reimposed the pre-nuclear deal sanction on Iran in mid-September. According to Al Jazeera, Iran warned the United States in September against making a strategic mistake after reports emerged that Tehran planned to avenge the killing of Qasem Soleimani. Trump said Iran would be met with a response 1,000 times greater in magnitude, per the report. Iranian government spokesperson Ali Rabieh said September 15. We hope that they do not make a new strategic mistake, and certainly in the case of any strategic mistake, they will witness Iran's decisive response. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said Friday the State Department is working to release emails from Hillary Clinton's private server, and that the documents could be published before the November election. Pompeo said in an interview on Fox News, "We've got the emails, we're getting them out. We'll get all of this information out so the American people can see them." Earlier Friday, President Donald Trump called for the release of emails from Clinton's server, which she used throughout her tenure as Secretary of State in the Obama administration. It was not immediately clear what emails are poised for release. The State Department has already published the more than 30,000 emails that Clinton turned over to the agency in late 2014. Clinton said she deleted a similar number of emails from her server because they were unrelated to government business. Hundreds of the emails stored on Clinton's server contained classified information, some of it at the highest classification level. Many of the classified emails involved correspondence with her closest aides, including Jake Sullivan, Huma Abedin and Cheryl Mills. Information in the emails is still considered classified and has not been made public. Pompeo did not describe what new information, if any, would be disclosed in any future email dump. But he said he expects to release some of the information before the election on November 3. He said, "We'll do it as far as we can. I think there will be more to see before the election." The FBI investigated whether Clinton mishandled classified information by using the server, but ultimately closed the case without pursuing criminal charges. Trump's renewed focus on Clinton's emails comes as he has pushed for the declassification of documents related to the FBI's investigation of his campaign in 2016. The Republican said earlier this week that he has authorized the total declassification of documents that he says will expose what he called the Russia hoax. During the 2016 campaign, Trump repeatedly questioned what happened to the emails that Clinton deleted from her server. Trump and his allies suggested that the records might have fallen into the hands of foreign hackers. In one now infamous speech, Trump called on Russians to search for the deleted emails. He said at a rally on July 27, 2016, "Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.